What's up, peoples? How y'all doing? Welcome to Celtics be Ballin'. Celtics be Ballin'. This is my third edit. I'm sleepy, but I said I'm gonna try to do like 2 videos today. Even if I don't put it up, I can edit it later. Other one I ain't finished edit. Try to do some different stuff to it. If not, I'm gonna put it up though. If I can't do what I originally planned to do, I'll still put it up. But the last video was about, the Marcus Smart tribute when he came back on February the 6th. We played Memphis. I pretty much said I was gonna be on it like 10-15 minutes the most. I talked like an hour. Y'all got like, what the hell? Bruh. But like I said, try to make this one short and sweet. Came back. I said I was gonna look this up, and I found out something. This is what I really came to do it because it wasn't fresh in my head. Like I said before, and I say all the time, I'll be babbling, but I do look up the information or different information. I just don't sit down and just start talking and stuff, I do like try to research stuff, like read, basically read different articles on the internet. And if I remember, I try to give the people their props. So as I say that, this was from the Boston Globe. This was in June. So I believe this was after the Marcus Smart trade. And like I said, the reason why I came back on, like while I was fresh in my head, Malcolm Brogdon, hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Malcolm, right? He was originally was supposed to go to the Clippers, but the Clippers backed out at the end. So because of his injury history. Doing that research, this was something that came out 3 days ago. I don't remember the source, but matter of fact, I think it was Woj, Brian, not Woj, sorry, Brian Windhorst. He's the NBA guy. He was saying, he was wondering why. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Portland. That's where Malcolm is playing now, because Malcolm is making 22, I think, 0.6 this year, and him and that young cat. I want to say he's from Detroit. Grant, that young dude. That young cat. I think he used to play in Detroit, but he signed a 3-year. I think it was 3 years, but I think it was like 130 mil. So they were saying it was hard to move from their contract because I guess they're in rebuild. This is Portland we're talking about. And then, like I said, Malcolm, I guess he was supposed to play last week, but he got hurt. And this was like just before the game. I'm not saying he got hurt, but he was diagnosed with an injury. So I was reading fast, so don't quote me on all this. I don't believe, maybe this was prior, but it was saying something about surgery. But if they were saying he got scratched just before the game, and now they're talking about surgery, maybe I'm mixing this up. Like I said, I just like seeing this. But Malcolm originally was supposed to go to the Clippers, but they backed out. So then, before KP could opt in, had the option to opt in, I think he was supposed to make 31 mil. I think after 12 o'clock, 12 midnight, whenever the trade whenever it was supposed to kick in. So they have to like move fast, which this is I'm talking about the Celtics organization. So maybe this is why no phone call was made, and the media will be moving fast. They'd be just trying to get the story out. So maybe they seen that got some source, they leaked it, and as soon as they came on air, maybe that's what happened. I'm thinking that's what more happened, because I don't never like knowing the Celtics. Although they make trades, whatever, but I've never known them doing like their main guys dirty. But it's like it's a new GM, Brad. But I don't look at Brad as a cutthroat person, and that's like a cutthroat move. But if it was like that, I could see like they just like just trying to play, and making sure they could make the move. Because I guess when the Clippers backed out, because KP was supposed to come, I said like the articles were saying, I didn't read the whole thing, but this was like the brief article. I got enough whatever I needed to find out, because I was just gonna go check it out if Malcolm was hurt. I don't know. Oh, for some reason, I don't know how I was reading. Remember I said when I came back I was gonna find out when Marcus Smart, how old he was when he got drafted, because some articles were saying, that's what was throwing me off, because articles like he played 8 years in Boston, but I'm like, if he's about to turn 30, the numbers don't add up. And I've read a couple times, I'm saying, I always put it on myself, maybe I heard wrong, but I'm assuming a couple times. But this article is saying Marcus was drafted when he was 20, and the article said he played 9 years, because he read he wrote, I think it was on X, Twitter, whatever they call it now. He wrote how they a letter, a thank you letter. But this was, I could have found out this information. I didn't, but it's weird. Through the season, I don't know if they brought it up. Maybe they brought it up at the beginning, because I was watching like the post or the pre-game, before, because like I said before, I don't want to like watch it and then they're like their narrative or whatever what they're saying just seep into what I want to talk about, whatever, and I basically just repeat what they're saying. But and also in my feelings after this trade, I didn't read to find out what happened. I just read basically the trade happened, then they came out. Marcus Smart didn't find out until his fiance at that time woke him up or something, I believe, something like that, and they showed him the TV. It was on TV, I believe. It was something like Sports Center, I think it was something like that. But they be jumping on stories as soon as the ink dry, even if the ink before the ink dry. So I said maybe the organization didn't have to Brad or whoever was supposed to do that. I'm assuming it was Brad or whatever. So to make that call, they didn't have a chance to make that call. And maybe it was like it's early, and I don't want to wake a person up out their sleep. To give him such a bad news, I'm gonna let him sleep, and then when he's up, then I tell him. Because if I remember correctly, I heard it was super early. So I'm saying it's in Boston. I'm assuming Boston with Marcus. I'm sorry, Marcus is in Boston. So, and I think this was before 9. I don't know their schedule, but if this is the summer, whatever, maybe 9 is early. So he is, waiting, and he's with his lady. So, man, I'm gonna wait till after 12. That's what usually courtesy, unless y'all plan to make moves, or if the weekend, it's like, hey, I'm gonna call you. Usually it's like after 12 o'clock, just out of courtesy, grown folks thing. But come to find out, Malcolm was the reason why Marcus was dealt. If that's what the article said, according to Boston.com. This article came out in June, and if I wasn't so in my feelings, I might have found out and, you know, would have known more. But like I said, I watched enough, you know, to find out after the fact, but I didn't hear it. If they mention it, like I said, I didn't start watching like even the post game, or usually when I come in, the game is already, I DVR the game. If y'all new to this, y'all coming in. Most of the games, you know, I work second shift, so I come in, DVR the game, watch the game. And a lot of the times, you know, I might watch like, cause usually the first like 12 minutes is, you know, commercials. Then they give not even say like who's playing, cause it's after like, yeah, in between that they'll like, yeah, after when the game starts, the injury report goes out, and then, you know, they have the coaches you know, opinion of the game or whatever, and then like I said, around the 12-minute mark it starts. So most times, sometimes I watch it, sometimes I skip it. Depends on the game. Usually, like I said, it depends, but sometimes, most times I watch that to listen to what Coach Mazzulla have to say. But then, like halftime, recently I've been watching it, but like sometimes the game might be all on my day off, whatever. So I'll, you know, just let it run, and, you know, I'm gonna rewind to see, check some plays out, check some calls out. You know, people like I wouldn't do this if we was watching it with somebody else. I'm just doing it if I'm watching it by myself. I was about to say people hate me watching games, but I'm doing it because, you know, I got TV, so you can go someplace else and watch whatever, you know. But I wouldn't do this when like around company. I'm just doing, like I said, for research, and I'm watching the game as a fan. So sometimes the refs be on some dumb shit, and sometimes I want to see if I'm just wilding, or sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a foul. Like a lot of the times, I'm getting off topic, but I'm just, you know, still talking about basketball, Celtics. A lot of the times at the beginning, Jalen they don't do that as often, and maybe it's because Jalen's complaining all the damn time. Rightfully so sometimes, but, you know, man to man, whatever. You know, referees are sensitive. But Jalen was getting a lot of beneficial calls, and sometimes he'll still complain. I'm like, bruh. Matter of fact, it'd be like this a lot of times. Jalen get beneficial call, like really, not saying half the time we charge, but it'd be like offensive foul and he gets it. Not like lately he hasn't got it. Say like over the last, say like since the year started. So like say 6 weeks, or say 5 weeks, 6 weeks. But he get a call, right? Then he go down, play over aggressive defense, picks up like a legit foul, and he be like wilding. Not even say wilding on like 100, but he be at 60, 70. I'm like, bro, save your energy. You just got a beneficial call. Like, you know, when you play ball, you really foul somebody. Or I never played organized ball, but I watched it enough, and I've seen even players on other teams, or even not really on the Celtics. I've seen on other teams, but they'll get the referee call, and they'll, you know, sometimes they'll joke it off. But I've seen other teams, they're like, you know, they might look down like, you know, giving like, oh, I got away with that. But we hardly do that, so I'm not even gonna act like we do that. But that's why I think the referees ain't blown, because we was getting decent, fair amount of whistles since January, since the year started, man, it's a struggle to get into the line. Most games we play now, I'm not gonna say half because I'll just be making up in my head, but it seems like more than half the games we be going to the line like less than 12. Because remember, Tatum used to go to the line like legit like 8-9 times. Then Jalen will go there like 3-4, between like 3 and 5 times, maybe 6 a game. So that's 14 with your stars, and then we was going to the line like between like 20 and 25. Good night, we'll go there like 28, 30. And that was consistent. We was going to the line at least between, and not to like make up numbers, say between 20 and 25. Better? Between 20 and 25, we was going to the line consistently. And like I said, on a good night, it might be 28, 30. You know, say maybe 5 games. Whatever we play, over 50 now. We 42 and 12, something like that, you know? Can't really remember. We 19 and either 17 or between 17 and 19 and 12 on the road. Lost 3 at home, 26 and 3 at home. Not bad, right? And I seen this, so you know, I give people their props. I was watching something else and it came on, but was this on? Honestly, I can't remember, but this was on. Oh, I did click on it. This I thought it was, but I didn't know it was like someone's podcast. I thought it was more like social media. But it was a dude podcast. But he had like the record and the stats like at the below whatever. I was like, that's dope. I'm gonna try to incorporate that. So, and this was maybe it was locked in on Dallas. So bro, I think it was whatever your channel is called. No disrespect, I'm giving you props now. So if you see that, and if you watch my channel, like, oh, he bit my idea. I thought it was pretty cool, so I'm giving you props, and I'm gonna try to incorporate that in mine too. So yeah, I bit your idea, but I'm giving you props, so don't be mad. And I'm sure you probably seen that other platform. I've seen it before, but I like the way you did it, because I've seen it before, like especially in on the freaking football, like when they have the live whatever. But how you had it, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you had your I think you had the division standing whatever, and you had like the win-loss record, and you had something else. So clearly giving you props, bro. So don't be like, motherfuckers be stealing, and you know. So I'm giving you props. I think it was locked in Dallas. I said I'm not sure, but it was like Dallas. He was talking about Grant Williams, why he got traded. I watched it like halfway through, and I wouldn't say Grant is annoying. Grant just talk a lot, and that could get to be annoying at times. But I wouldn't say he used the word I wouldn't agree with. Maybe you said the talk. I think you said maybe the talkative, and maybe it wasn't annoying. But I don't want to even misquote you, my bro, because ain't no no slight to you. But you use the word. I don't know. You was like just you know sometimes you just be talking, but I don't think it was annoying. And like I said, if you did use annoying, that's not the word. Because I said Grant could be annoying because I'm like, damn, Grant, just whatever. But we needed Grant to do what he did. But I don't think it was annoying. I think it was another word. Maybe it was questioning his intelligence in some other word, but let you know, you got a very smart player over there. Grant Moms is like, I think like she works with NASA. Maybe I think Grant is the only child. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's the only child. So now he around folks. Probably when he get to school, that's the only time he's around his peers. Other than that, he probably with his aunts, maybe sometimes with his cousins. And I don't know how NASA folks travel. They might, I don't know how they get along with the other folks. Well, I believe Grant was the only child. So yeah, he's talkative. He's like, all your friends could be annoying, some more than others. So, but it was some word. Grant's an intelligent dude. He's a very thoughtful person. He's a very thoughtful person. And this is just what I see on TV and what I hear from other players or what. But you can see when people is sincere. Some people can. I could say I could see when certain people is sincere. But this is all on TV. This could be all a show. But it could be all part of the Celtics network. Like, we're gonna do this, show you in this light. But Grant is a very thoughtful person. Talkative, yeah. Maybe to detrimental. He don't try to be personable. But if you talk about that Jimmy Butler incident, maybe that's why you said that, detrimental or whatever word you use. We needed that at that moment because it was like Grant and Marcus maybe was showing Grant. Everybody was kind of getting punked, not woefully, but we was getting punked. I remember that game. So I really was like, at that moment when Grant did that, we needed that. But then at the moment, I'm like, all right, Grant, you made your point, chill. We need you, Grant, so chill. Don't get kicked out of the game. Because if you're trying to get Jimmy kicked out of the game, that's not going to work. They're going to kick you out of the game first. And not both of y'all. You get kicked out. But we needed that, whatever, rah. Grant's an intelligent, as I see from far, intelligent, caring human being. Gonna be talking, maybe. And when you've been with an organization a long time, maybe you've seen something and spoke to something. And then Grant is still a young dude, you know. And when you got money, I guess you could speak when you want to talk your crap, you could talk your crap, money, regardless, whatever. But when you a millionaire, especially when you're young, because I seen Grant. I think I read a little something, he took a shot, but then I read this, other people it's like fake shots, because the organization was like, I read this, was like they had no beef with Grant. So it's just like some type of fake rumor. And then when you read things out of content, Grant, like I say, I heard Grant take shots, but I only read a little tidbit. If it was an article, or if he says something, answering the question, whatever, and I just read that part. I'm human too. That's what I'm saying. Could be out of context. We could just be creating something in our own whatever. Just so you know, because we don't like Grant. Maybe the dude don't, was like whatever. Thank God we get it. It didn't sound like it was hating on Grant, because it was like Grant was starting. I didn't know he was starting, but then it's shooting. He became guy in a shooting slump. Excuse me, like I said, I'm tired. But then, I guess he came off the bench and it wasn't no better. But then they got a trade. I think he's from Charlotte. So sometimes, like when players go home or closer to home, whatever. Like I was speaking about the RJ. From New York when he went back, and this I really think this benefit him because okay, from a different city in the United States, okay, even if it's from like say you're from the South And say just use Marcus Smart. He's from Dallas, come all the way to Boston. That's that's distance. That's a whole different culture. Feel me? That's a whole different adaptation. So imagine a whole different country. RJ's originally from Canada. That's far. So with him going back home, I don't know his numbers, but I think I read one time like he's fitting in. I seen him play like one, maybe twice after. He's still putting up numbers. You're still learning your teammates. And I don't know why the Knicks got rid of him, because he was progressing. What proved to me RJ had potential, and he was just doing his thing. Some people blossom later than whatever. And if it's not your team, and a lot of times I seen, I'm so off topic, but I'm gonna try and jump back on topic. A lot of times I seen Randall, maybe just me, looking at it, like insinuating things. But a lot of the games I seen, because like I said, I try to watch the Knicks, because I'm a biggest Knicks fan too. Try to watch the Knicks as much as I can. A lot of times, not as much this season. That's why I do watch Knicks at least a couple times, other than we play them like 4 times a year. Then they might have like 2-3 games on national TV, whatever. And then I used to have like NBA, and I used to do other things watching the games. So I used to watch the Knicks. But I watched RJ play a lot with Randall. A lot of times I seen like Randall just different. Yo, he just be freezing out people. He don't want to pass the ball. I'm like, bro, why are you struggling going all that? Although you gonna make the shot, because Randall will be making difficult shots, but sometimes for no reason. Just pass the ball, bro. Like Jalen, you can just pass the ball, you'll get the ball back. Just reposition yourself. But to say that, Grant is back in Charlotte. I'm not sure if he's starting over there, but Charlotte is in rebuild. If Grant wanna be there, those are young guys there. So what he learned from the Celtics, Grant was there with us for like 4 years, maybe 5 years, between 4 or 5 years. But he spent all his, I think maybe 4. He spent all his season. We drafted him. Grant got a lot of good habits. Like I said, he's just a talkative person, and now it's needed. Where he's going, he's gonna need to talk. So they're gonna appreciate. Some of them gonna appreciate it. Other people, I'm like, Grant, man, please stop talking. Please stop talking. I have friends like that. They still my friends. Even if, whatever. They still my people's. But Malcolm Brogdon was the reason why the trade might have went down like that at the end. Because the Clippers backed out. And someone saying it might be injury concerns. Which this is Malcolm career, get hurt like a lot. But like I said, he's a good player because I always had him on my fan team. That's why I knew about him before he even came to the Celtics. Even though he's a good player, because he's a good player, I know about him. But I legitly had him. He's one of the players I didn't like. You drop or cut whatever when they got hurt. I'm like, nah, he's gonna be out for like. Especially I remember my last time I played Fan. I haven't played Fan maybe like 2 seasons now. But the last time I played him, I had like 2 teams. Maybe I had him on like 2, maybe 1. Maybe 2-1, I'm not sure. But I just let him rest, whatever, till he came back. He'll be out for like 15 games, come back, but his shooting percentage is crazy. And he was averaging like 5 assists. He'll give you like 2 rebounds, whatever. But he's gonna get those threes. Remember, people just start shooting as much as Brogdon. Brogdon was shooting, making like 4 or 5 threes a game, regular. So he's like, say he's taking like 10, half his shots, maybe 10. Not all his shots, but like, most of his shots is from threes. And I can't really say that. Cause he's an efficient scorer. Wherever he shoots the ball. I'll give him that. That's why if we could have kept him, maybe. Well, it's hard to keep an injured player because you like stealing a roster spot. And then maybe we got nervous because he got hurt like so randomly. He played a whole year, got the 6th man, then he got hurt in the playoffs. Like, that is such a bad time. It's just timing. And we might have panicked. I mean, just like how we panicked with the Marcus Smart thing. You know? And this is all in the past because we still got this in the past, but we got Holly after. You know, sometimes you need to move on to grow. And then this, like I said, I didn't finish what I was saying in my last video. I didn't put it up yet, so you wouldn't know. But I was saying the only thing I really regret is not watching Marcus Smart play at the Garden or play wherever in the Celtics, representing the Celtics. But next year, I'm going to watch him when he comes to the Garden. All willingly, all willingly. I'm going to watch Marcus play the Garden. And then I don't know how the jersey go, because I'll still get a Marcus Smart 36 jersey if they got it. Like in the Garden. Matter of fact, I still get Marcus Smart Memphis jersey because I've been rocking with Memphis from way back. From freaking Marc Gasol. From Marc Gasol, freaking Zach Randall. I've been rocking with Memphis from. Matter of fact, I've been rocking with Memphis since Memphis is an expansion team. I'm not sure. I think they're legit Memphis Grizzlies. Maybe. Because I want to say the Grizzlies were someplace else though. Wasn't they? Wasn't the Grizzlies wasn't there 2 teams maybe in... Was there Vancouver Grizzlies? Or am I talking about a whole different league? But I want to say the Grizzlies are for someplace else. Well, I've been rocking with them since they became the Memphis Grizzlies. Word. Because I'm thinking when the Grizzlies was maybe something different when Big Country, I can't remember his name, but I watch a lot of basketball. Big Country, if y'all watch basketball long enough, he used to play for Memphis, or he used to play for, maybe that's when they first started. Maybe that's when I'm not sure. They became an expansion team, or they got like how Seattle was Oklahoma City was Seattle one time before they got sold or whatever, and then freaking New Orleans, or it's just the Bobcats. The Bobcats just became Charlotte the Hornets again. So they got sold here and there. So I don't know if that happened. Now that's why. And if I didn't, that's why Marcus Smart might have got not the heads up that he definitely deserved. Like I said, I still appreciate the Garden for giving that great tribute. Pardon me. My bad. I'm trying to do this and remember my password. There we go. So I wanted to talk about the All-Star. It's not really a lot to start about the All-Star, except I liked it. It's the All-Star game. You don't want people to go crazy and then get hurt. Then you be mad. Then you're like, oh, we don't want our players to play, But Jalen did his thing. He repped. I'm proud of that. He had the courage. No one didn't say courage, but he's the only one since, let's say, 2016, 2017. I can't remember who was the last one. Maybe it was Zach LaVine. Maybe when he was in the dunk contest, he was an All-Star the same year. can't remember. Maybe it's that, but it was like between like 2016, 2017. So Jalen, you're the one that did it. So kudos to you. I was trying to find out Tatum minutes. So Tatum played 20 minutes. Yeah, scored. No, he. I think. I think he scored 20. See, I'm not even gonna look this up, but they both only scored between 20 and 22 minutes. Okay. I'm confusing myself. Tatum did only score 20. Tatum only played 20 minutes. I think he scored 20. So yeah, 2020. Jalen had played 22 minutes and scored 36. Jalen was on one. Jalen was on one. If it wasn't for Dame half-court shots, that's what the people like two people talking about All-Star, this and that. It's an All-Star game, bro. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to watch it. But the East was actually playing defense. This was more defense from the beginning of the game. So if they want more defense than that, I'm like, obviously if they, had a little lane to the basket, they gonna, whatever, but they literally played more. I'm like, hold up, they're playing little defense? So what more, if the West End play defense, that's on them. I like how Tatum made the first 3 of the game to start off that shit right. You feel me? Doing the damn thing, but Jalen's averaging 31 points, 9 boards, 3 assists and 3 playoff appearances. Not bad. Last year, Jalen had 35. This year he had, and I thought it would have been less, but last year we was on one. Because Tatum scored 55 in only I think it was 28 minutes. Don't quote me on that. I think it was some short time, 28 minutes. What Tatum dropped, because I didn't even remember Tatum had MVP last year. Because I was like, hey, since Jalen's not gonna start the game, whatever. Oh, they had 2 more minutes. But since Jalen ain't gonna start the game, I'm like, hey, Jalen, Jason go for the MVP. I ain't gonna be mad. Although I would have been mad if homeboy from Indy got it. I'm not even gonna try to butcher his name. But that point guard, that cat, Hazem H. Word, I'm not even gonna try to butcher your name right now, my boy. Word, those syllables is not gonna come out my mouth. But if Dame wasn't acting insane, just hit him, yo, Dame is different. Though the weekend was pretty cool to me, and for some weird reason, I watched most of the pre-game, which I'd never do that. But I just recorded it because I guess maybe because before Thursday there was games on. I didn't record no games because I'm like, I didn't check there was no games on until I came in. There was a game on, I think ESPN or TNT. Memphis did a good thing for us. They beat the Bucks. Appreciate that. But I'm like, I didn't think they was gonna give me a game before the All-Star because I knew it started Friday. There was 3 games played. Yeah, we have 3 games, different games. I'm like, why would they do that? I thought everyone would get 1 day break in between. What if they got to fly or whatever. That was weird. But thank you, Memphis, for beating the Bucks. Anyway, for real. I don't know. Tatum must have a crazy average too. At least up to 30 maybe. But I think his second year he only had 8. But I seen it. Oh, yeah. Because if Jalen is averaging 31, one, he couldn't have 8. But I think he had. I know I've seen 8 on Jalen stat, whatever. But altogether, they had a good All-Star game. Jalen did this thing in the slam dunk. I didn't expect him to win, but I'm happy he made the finals. I was just like, please don't get hurt, because I know Jalen be dunking hard as hell. So I'm like, bro, please don't dunk and like, you know, just don't do no crazy shit and get hurt. Got through it. Everyone looked like everybody from everywhere got through like safe. So everybody get back to their teams. Basketball starting back on Thursday, which is 1 day from now. You feel me? Less than 24 hours maybe? Or under 48 hours, less than, for some teams. Some teams ain't gonna play till Friday, but most teams playing tomorrow. And that's all I got for you. Oh, well, I watched the pre game before the All-Star. These two dudes, this particular man, first, I don't like to believe things. I'll believe it, cause whatever, but I don't like to believe things unless I see it with my eyes per se. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, cause I ain't see it if it happened. But I'm still gonna keep it. Cause it not happen. You know, this is television. Tell a lie to your vision. But this old dudes, they used to play together, right? Back in Indiana. They played basketball together. Got married. They, you know, separated, whatever. They came back together when one of the gentlemen's, I believe, father passed away, or maybe uncle passed away. They came back together. At this time, one of the gentlemen, I'm calling them gentlemen because they're older guys. They're like in their 60s, between 60, 65, whatever. Maybe older, maybe younger. But I believe they're in their 60s. You know, some folks be looking old as hell, but I believe they talk like old folks, older folks. You know. But one of the guys, he built like a half court in barn. He had a barn and built half court in his barn. So this man, he practicing like just trying to make as much threes as he can. Can he make 100 threes without missing? So he practiced. This man got up to like 100. I believe he said 150 something without missing. That's why I said this is like, that's wild. Not that I don't believe it, but that is wild. You know how much concentration that takes? You know how much concentration it takes just to make 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row? This man made 150 something in a row. They said, and I remember this. More think about it, and I remember a little bit after. I'm like, hold up, but I did remember hearing about it. I didn't like go back and watch it. But they said Steph made like 130 in a row. You see Steph, there's a record Steph like making like a couple. Maybe 5, 6 the most in this clip. Maybe there's more. Maybe it's the whole thing. I'm assuming that it's the whole thing, or why would I believe that? Why would he make like 50 and then video cut off? So like, what happened to the rest of the 130? What happened to that? But it's not close enough to be like, oh wow. They show like 5, 6 mates, and then that even with the guy, the gentleman, and the elder, the man. I'm like, this is just jokes and shit, but I don't think they even showed him making like 20 shots in a row. Like position, like the camera way out here, and you know, and you see him bop, 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 bop. You see him like sideways, maybe have a couple of leaving his hands in his hand. But I need, if I'm gonna believe this, that a camera showing him in the court. So every shot, I'm gonna see it. I don't want it to zoom in, whatever. I want it the length out so you see it. So I could go, like when he shoot, I'll be like, okay. Even before he shoots and release it, I'm like, it's gonna hit rim. I don't want to be like, he shoot and it clips off and he making it like some movie stuff. Don't do that. Word, don't do that. But that is super dope. Those two gentlemen don't even know how much. Now I'm like, I gotta play ball till I'm 60? At least shoot till I'm 60? Like, come on, man. I don't need to see stuff like this because this is gonna motivate me to like, like, wow, these dudes are like, and they still love basketball. That's just them shooting. This man, oh, they end up like going through the Y, doing all this stuff. You feel me? Because his Balln for some reason, you know, like got sold or they sold it, so he got to like. But he's getting up like between like 4:30, 5:30 to go to the Y. This is commitment every day to just shoot shots. This is love, like that. That's just inspiring. That's dope. Like I said, this is jokes. I would love to see the proof. Not that I don't believe it, but that is dope. But I'm inspired. You've seen that. That's dope. And then the All-Star. I didn't watch the rookie game last year, but I don't remember them splitting it up. This was like 3 games. First game, I think up to like 40 or 50, and then the last championship was up to 25. And then the second game, the freaking rookies, I believe. I don't know how much games the rookie played, but the rookies played the G League. I don't know if they started doing that from last year or this year, but I think it's new. I'll try to find out, and I'll get back to y'all. But and they won. They beat the rookies. But then the first team who won, and then they could just been resting and waiting because they playing back to back to back. Although you young, like if you trying your hardest, like come on, man. I need at least 20 to half an hour, and I don't think they got that because it was like game over, and then they gotta play again. Like they used to playing back to back, like in the tournaments, like. Well, your body ain't supposed to do that. Your body, you do that in a tournament because you just off that you just off that energy. I'm not gonna try even say that. You're not gonna get nope. Your body just psyched up. You could do that. But and they had money. I think they won at least 100,000 each player. I don't know if coach included or whatever that, but that's lit. Keep that. People talking about how you can fix the dunk contest. It's not my idea, but how someone was saying, get the guys from YouTube, let them compete with the werewolf in the slam dunk. Put up like $1 million or whatever, $5 million, between $1 million and $3 million. They got the money. Real talk is like put up $5 million. You put up $5 million. I don't care what any of these players doing. They'll stop vacation like, babe, getting this $5 million. I'm gonna give you $1 million, but I'm staying here and getting this mill's word. I'm just exaggerating, but put up at least 500,000 to $1 million, man. That's for dunks. I guess that's sensible. I'll make it enticing 2.5. Cause these motherfuckers, I'm looking at these NBA players got money. So they be like hesitant to do it because they don't want to get embarrassed or whatever. It's not. I don't think it's no injury thing. It's just people think they too cool. But then they were saying like other players they didn't do it. I was watching. I think Gilbert Arenas, and they was. I think it was him. They were saying a lot of these players besides Mike and Dominique, like maybe Kobe. It's like these players have things to lose, like their brand, but. There's no way. Even if you're contribute, you're there. You're showing your like they said. You're not getting unless you get arrested or some crazy shit. Even if you get hurt, even if you become a meme, they'll make money off of you, but you could turn around and make money off yourself. You could print T-shirts of you like do some falling on your, trying to dunk or whatever. So as long as you show up, I think you can make money off your brand. So there was like Kobe did it, maybe I think his first time because he was a rookie. Other guys did it, whatever, but mostly these guys didn't do it till they was like end of their career, whatever. But I just find it, I see why, because I'm a fan. So when Jalen was like, you gonna do it, I'm like, oh, that's dope. But then I'm like, come on, bro, chill, man. You already playing the All-Star, chill. I don't mind you being the skills competition of the three, but you gonna dunk. I'm just thinking about injuries. I can imagine like maybe that's in the contract clause. Because from Jason Williams did that crazy shit and got hurt on his motorcycle and had to like retire from basketball, I think a lot changed. Because that happened in the summertime. You know what I mean? So maybe that's a little thing. Maybe it's written, it's not written, but they're like, hey, you could go slam dunk if you want. You got hurt. See how those bonus gonna kick in. You get hurt, and you're not ready to start after the All-Star, and you ain't get hurt before that. You go out here on the beach and thank you, I can't remember his name. Michael Knight. You think you're from Baywatch, you're gonna be kicking in the sand and go, little earth and tour or something like that. Y'all gonna make up injury. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But I think that's the way to fix it. I think that would be lit. Because these guys on YouTube be dunking like a mofo. These dudes not in the NBA be dunking. I remember, I think Shaq had a little thing. I didn't watch it. I watched a couple, whatever, but these dudes be dunking. Mix them in. Get like maybe they have a dunk off between them. Maybe two of them, however they do. They win and then they get to represent the winner. Each year they represent like two of them. Because there's a lot of them. And then more's gonna show up. And then some random person who just creative and could dunk, they could make at least 50,000 into $1 million. Some random person, even if the stars don't want to do it, just to see some dude that because you're gonna watch their highlights and like, oh, I can't wait to see this dude. And then if you put like say Jalen competing against some street ball or whatever, people gonna tune in. Like I'm waiting for like Obi Toppin brother, like that between the leg dunk. I think Obi did that last year too, but people not understanding. Like when you see it, because he do so fast, like people not thinking. You are going forward with a ball between your legs, and you have to like position the body to go up. Like even if you're athletics, that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers is crazy athletic. You're moving, you're dribbling, going up in the air, going forward with that's how much coordination you have to do, huh? And then, come on, man, you gotta give people their props. Like the dunks was good, and like I respect what Jalen did because he's like everybody did, and it's more like an homage. I'm sure he probably was surprised he made it to the. Well, I don't know. I'm not in his head, so I'm not gonna say like he was surprised he made it to the finals. But the dunks it was like you said, he was playing homage. The only thing is like after I read a little, I knew he was paying homage to Mike with the glove. I know Michael is from Indiana, but I didn't put it together until like I guess people were tripping, like wondering why. But I knew the gloves was Mike. After whatever, I'm like, oh, Indiana, Mike's from Indiana. And then he did safe stuff. He entertained the people. Like I said, I'm proud. Both him and Jalen. I mean him and Tatum. I think Tatum took a picture with Larry Bird, and he was, I don't know, he was joking, where he was like, Larry Bird, he thought Larry Bird was taller. But I think Larry Bird is like legit like 6'10", I think. You know, back in the day, they like, so he's like maybe 6'9", but I think they list him at maybe 6'9". Either 6'9" or 6'10". And I think Tatum definitely grew. Because I be looking at Tatum when he's standing next to Al Horford. And Al is supposed to be a legit 6'10". And they like show the height. I'm like, bruh, you came in the league, you was like 6'8". Now you way up here. What the hell? You like extending your knees and shit. What's going on, bro? That's why you sick. That's how you can fix the All-Star. But other than that, I was entertained. You know what I mean? You could take Steph and that Steph in the shootout. That was the 3-point. That was crazy. Everybody shot like 20 between. Everybody shot 20. They didn't do that back in the day. Like if you shot between 20 and 22, you winning. If you shot 24, you definitely winning. Now you're like, yo, everyone. I think the finals or semifinals shot 26 points. The shorty, I know her name, but I can't remember. She shot 26 points. She like that first rack, she only missed like one. That shooter, shorty is a baller. I enjoy seeing that. Steph, I like, yo, Steph about to lose, and then Steph showed you why Steph is Steph, yo. This man just locked in and just went like this. Just went to the next level. You feel me? That's, I enjoyed it. Like I said, Dame putting on half-court shots like bang, bang. And it ain't no like, oh, Dame trying, so then this is like his 5th time like, oh, we get tired of him trying. Nah, this is your 1st and 2nd attempt and you making them. Coming down with intentions of like, I'm about to pull up. Bang! Bang! Yo, that is insane. If the game was closer, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, damn. Until I thought about it more today. If the game was closer, then I would have thought about it. They never do this though. But I don't know why they have such problems with giving out 2 MVPs in anything. If there are 2 guys that deserve co-MVPs, give it to them. Well, I say that because this man had 31 points in a quarter. Towns balling. He dropped to 50, balling. I'm like, damn. That's why I was like, damn, he ain't gonna get co-MVP. But then I was like, oh, he ain't win. And they got blown out. Well, they didn't get blown out, yeah. They scored like 188 and the East scored 211. And I'm for all that. If you enjoy basketball, I'm like, and the East Coast, West Coast is a rival. Last time it was East, West Coast. West Coast put up 196 on us. And that was the most points scored in an All-Star game. So hey, return the favor to y'all. Y'all welcome. That's what made the game fun. I wanted to see them break the record. I wanted to see 100 points. I'm like, yo, they just scored 104 points at halftime. That is insane. I'm like, this got to be a record before they said it. And then I was like, this got to be a record. Then I was like, probably not. Then they're like, this is a record. I'm like, wow, this is insane. Because I think they said the East, I don't know how much they scored the whole game, but I think at halftime they made 36 threes. That's in a half. 36 threes. 36 threes in a half. That's insane. These mofos went bonkers. I was like, matter of fact, this sounds like I'm enjoying the game. When Jalen made it, he shot, I think his first 3 Jalen shot, he missed it. But then I was like, Jalen, chill, son. Just hit those middies and just go, you know what I mean? I'm like, they're gonna let you go. They trying to freeze that Jalen. I seen that. I don't know. They gave him the ball afterwards, but I'm like, for like 2-3 minutes he was in. I'm like, what y'all doing? And then the coach called a timeout, and then Jalen started getting the ball. I don't know. I'm just saying. Don't be freezing up my boy. But I enjoyed it. Like I said, Damian put on a show. I enjoyed it. Tatum put on a little show. Actually, Tatum was just chill. I mean, he just put on a little 2020. Got the MVP last year. I'm chill. Now I do. I'm gonna get this trophy this year, so y'all can talk about us. Word. But I think that's about it. There's maybe little tweaks in the All-Star that you, of course, you know, you could, like, with the best lady and guy shooters, maybe put another, like I said, Dame and Steph, maybe another one, or just them two, with 2 of the best shooters. Even college, yo, why are we exempting people, bro? This is supposed to be fun. That's why I was like, if you put regular dunkers in there, you're gonna make more than one person's life better. If they win, and then the crowd gonna enjoy it more if a regular person get it, because they know if a regular person get 500,000, you know, well, hopefully you don't mess up the money. But most of this, people doing this just to get that one break. You could change people's lives, man. Get creative. People want to see that. I mean, get those regular YouTube dudes that be dunking and saying, get them on, put up some money. Maybe don't go get wild, maybe. And they got the money, that's what I'm saying, 500,000 to like 2. I mean, they got the bread. Or since everybody want to be political, put like give them half the money, and then get a charity, and they donate that. I think you could write that off in taxes, I don't know. You get that money back or whatever. But I'm pretty much out of here. But look what I seen at the store. I can't believe, I don't know how long this has been out. Y'all ain't telling me about this. I can't believe y'all. I was gonna say like and share. I don't know if I want y'all to like and share. Now I'm just playing like and share. But look at this, yo. This is popcorn. Y'all see this? Freaking popcorn. It says candy pop. Made with Snickers candy pieces. I haven't opened it yet or nothing, but when I seen it, I'm like, oh, I gotta try that. I seen some other popcorn. I seen some like regular white popcorn. And I'm like, whoa. Like, wow. This looks like it tastes. I mess with Snickers. Yeah. And check this out. This is some new flavor. I don't know how long this been out. Some new Girl Scout cookies. They got me, but I'll be supporting whatever. Word. And I could have got another box, but you know, I didn't have enough, but they still was gonna give it to me. But I didn't want to do that. I gave them a tip. Look at this. It says adventurous, right? Adventureful. I was like, what's in it? I'm like, what's the popular one? So she was like, this one here. So she says, this has brownies. I'm like, you don't gotta say nothing else. I like all the ingredients on this except the last one. It says a hint of sea salt. So I guess that's not too bad. But it got caramel. And I don't know, when cream have a little accent on it, you pronounce it crema. So I don't know. But this ain't open yet, so it'll be like, it's late. I'm like, this greedy ass dude. I'm just showing y'all I got some goodies. I mean, thank y'all for tuning in to Celtics be Balln. I've been your host, Marlon, aka Marley B, aka M. Dot, aka the Breezy One. And I'm out. Hope y'all enjoy y'all days. They said tomorrow, wherever y'all at, they said the whole states, they're gonna warm up for the rest of the week. They said some people been like hitting like 70s already. That's what they say on Weather Channel. So hopefully you're in the region. Except for Cali. Cali be getting a lot of rain, but maybe y'all need it. Yeah, well, actually y'all getting too much, I think. They said some parts y'all getting, but You know, save up on some rain. You know what I mean? Can wash some car and, you know what I mean, do some things, you know, and can't go wrong. You know? Plant some more trees. Some more palm trees. And I think that's it. Like I said, thank you again. Celtics be ballin'. Like, share, subscribe. The like button. Leave a comment. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me if I talk too much. And I'm like, I know. But how you expect me to do a show if I don't talk? Okay, I'm like, y'all ridiculous. Joke, man, Mac. But like I said, hopefully y'all enjoy your day. It's like about to be 6 in the morning, East Coast time. I mean, New England time. We got one more day, people. One more day, then basketball be on again. One more day. And be like, Although I've been catching up on some college games, bro. Crazy person I seen. This ain't, crazy person. I seen, I couldn't remember his name earlier. His name, remember Greg Odom from Portland, the center? I seen him. I definitely seen it because I rewind it. I'm like, oh, that's Greg Odom. I want to say he went to Oklahoma State. I could be wrong, but he was on some college bench, looked like he was coaching. So I was like, oh, that's dope as hell. Made me think of Brandon Roy. Man, remember, y'all look up Brandon Roy from Portland. He was a guard, Portland Trail Blazer. He had no knees. That's what ended his career. He came in the league with no knees. Like, cold. Only person I could, at the moment, at that time, I could say play like was D Rose. If y'all seen the early D Rose, y'all know how cold D Rose was. Brandon Roy, cold mofo, yo. He's still one of my favorite players. He only played like maybe 5 seasons, if that long. He probably played like 3 years. He probably played like less than 100 games, yo. My man, he was trying to do his thing. His knees was just bad. He had surgery, came back too early. You know how it goes. Crazy potential. Like I said, this dude is one of my favorite players, and this man didn't even play 5 years. If he did, he might have. But Brandon Roy, man, cold, man. Y'all have a good day, man. Blessings overflow. Hopefully y'all can accomplishing y'all dreams and all that good stuff. You feel me? Y'all be easy. Celtics be balling them out.